Okay, so if you haven't seen the stream where Lerix interviewed Plague Moth and ripped Plague Moth's heart out of his ribcage and fed it to him live in front of his entire audience, metaphorically speaking, I would highly suggest you go watch this interview now. The link is in the description below. You don't want to miss this because Plague Moth in the interview admits to lying about me being a pedo, admits to lying about TCR being a pedo, admits to lying about everything, and is caught in lie after lie after lie on other things as well. But the point we're going to get to today is there was a lie that Plagued Moth told straight to Lyric's face, and it's a very, very, very obvious lie that can be proven within moments of him speaking on the live stream. Like Plague Moth says something, he lies to Lerix, and then he disproves his own lie about 15 minutes or less later in the interview. And nobody fucking noticed. Except for your pal Slimebeast, who spotted that shit right away. So let's get into the lie that Plague Moth told the Lerix on his live stream that nobody fucking saw. Here we go. So back in 2021, Plague Moth was talking to an underage moderator. Plague Moth was saying some out-of-pocket shit to her. And in my personal opinion, this is grooming behavior from Plague Moth, because this is a lot of JK unless kind of shit where you bring up sexual topics with a minor, and just kind of see what they do, what they react, how they respond, so on and so forth. And I call that grooming behavior, and if somebody does that, I call them a groomer, because stopping doesn't mean you never did it. Some people think that you have to go all the way and try to actually, meet up with a kid or do something like that. I don't think so. I think that once you start grooming, you are a groomer. So Plague Moth was engaging in groomer behavior with this underage moderator by way of bringing up sexual topics around them to kind of, float the topic. Again, even if it's in the form of a joke, you're not supposed to joke with kids about sex. Give me a fucking break. This is very obvious shit. But Plague Moth had something very interesting to say about this screenshot. He says that this screenshot is fake. And the reason he knows it's fake? Well, he says that he and his wife Andrea went back through the Discord and looked on that day and saw that this message was not actually there and that it was faked. So let's listen to that right now.
And first and foremost, about the Discord minor situation and the screenshot involving the furry butt plug necrophilia scat fetish general chat message to Tori. Is this out of context? Can you explain this?
Uh, the fucked up part is, I would totally believe that that was a shit post in my general chat, but it turns out the only thing that was said with like reactions and stuff by that individual on that day was something else.
So you said, but you're saying that you went back into the logs and you didn't find it?
Yeah, it was. It turns out the only thing that was said on that date like that by them, and in like context of that, is the other screenshot, which you say you have, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do
that.
have
Thank
it.
you.
Now, as you may have already gathered, yeah, that's a lie. That's a lie, and we can prove it because less than 15 minutes later in the stream, Plagued Moth says this.
And why did you clear all of your general chat messages? Because that could be even more suspicious. You would find it even more surprising when you're saying you haven't seen proof, but you cleared all your general chat messages in your Discord. So why did you do that?
Well, plenty of Discords do that like every week, I know that much. Most other threads didn't get nuked in any capacity. General chat's been removed a few times based on raids, trolling. There's been people talking like wild shit when they join. Like just things like that, things that we did not want. Yeah, every few months we do it. It's not a set schedule, but that's just me. I'm the administrator of the Discord, and I decide when the fuck I want to do it, to
General
be
chats.
honest.
And conveniently at the same time, something I've also been told is that didn't you clear your general chat at like the same time when that creep you're reading started beefing with you and started pulling up screenshots from your chat?
No, I don't believe so.
You don't believe so. So you can go on record, and if anyone else finds proof showing otherwise, then you'd be able to retract that statement and admit that you were lying, I guess, or forgot.
Yeah, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we cleared around that time. We might have.
So
Because
you might
immediately,
have.
I probably would say we did.
So you
I'm
did.
sorry. It was like what, March of fucking last year. So my bad here. Yeah, we probably did.
So
And it's because like
you go on record saying that you did. And what was the reason why?
yeah, because I don't really remember. So I believe I did.
So, Plague Moth. Plague Moth fans who are hate watching this, I have a question for you. How would he look back in the chat and see that that message was fake if the history of the chat was deleted and all of the messages were gone? If he purged the chat and cleared all the messages out of the chat, how did he go back and supposedly see that this message wasn't there and wasn't real? How did he go back and see that, as he claimed, the only message was the other one? He couldn't have done that because the chat was cleared. What the fuck? This is the sloppiest, stupidest fucking lie I think I've ever seen out of this fucking guy. Because Plague Moth will make up some seriously stupid shit, but usually he makes up shit that you can't disprove using his own words within 15 fucking minutes of each other. And make no mistake, this message where he's talking to the moderator, this is from 2021. So is his claim about watching child porn. Both of those messages would be wiped because he wiped the server when he started beefing with that creepy reading, which was years later. So both of those messages would be gone completely. So I ask once again, if you're a Plague Moth fan who's hate watching, I know that you guys are out there. I know that you're sort of maybe coming around a little bit, and I do want to say there is no hard feelings. A lot of people, you'll see people in the comments who say, I'm sorry I was supporting Moth and saying that you were shit and blah, 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 blah. Whatever. People get lied to all the time. I'm not going to sit here and hold grudges about the fact that somebody believed their favorite content creator. But the important thing is that you do come around and you do acknowledge reality. Because if you're going to just continue to look past all of this shit, that's on you. Because you've been shown, time and again, with evidence, that Plague Moth is lying to you.